Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn about quantiles or measures of position. In other language, quantiles are the data dividers. In particular, quantiles are simply data points that divide an ordered data set into equal continuous subgroups. These quantiles are helpful to understand the distribution and relative position of any value within the dataset. Right. So, quantiles are values that divide a dataset into equal sized subgroups, where the common types of quantiles include quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. These are the common quantile types that we are going to discuss about. So in particular, quartiles are nothing but points that divide a sorted data into 4 equal parts, where the dividing points are 3. In particular, Q1, Q2, Q3 are nothing but quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. Deciles are nothing but data points dividing the data into 10 equal parts, where the dividing points are 9. But the third common quantile is percentiles. Percentiles divide data into 100 equal parts, where the dividing points are 99. Let us see some real-world applications of quantiles. 1. Quantiles are useful to standardize testing. For example, scoring in the 95th percentile means your score is equal to or better than 95% of test takers. So socioeconomics income distributions are often tracked using quantiles or quartiles, usually using quartiles. Example, the top 25% of earners or high incomes are above quartile 3, right? Meaning the top 25, because quartiles divide the given data set into 4 equal parts. The last 25 is nothing but the top 25% of earners. The 12% of the array, or the 20% of the other side, are nothing but low income. And in health area or growth charts, a child's weight or height is often plotted against a percentile to compare their growth to a standard population, right? These are the common applications and much more. Now we are in position to understand how to calculate quantiles from raw data using the index method, and next to this we will see how to compute or how to calculate quantiles from grouped data. So let us begin from the raw data calculation of quantiles. For raw data, what the first step is arranging the data in ascending order. Then we make use of an index formula to find the position of the quantile. For example, we use Qi is given by this formula to obtain the position of the ith quartile, right? And to find and to obtain the ith decile position, we make use of this formula, right? And to obtain the ith percentile, we make use of this formula. So let us illustrate this using actual data on 20 students' heights, right? Given these 20 student heights, given this data on students' height, what the question here is how to find or how to calculate the quartiles, deciles, and the percentiles for this data, right? Note that if the position becomes whole number, no problem. The position as that whole number is a quantile value, Unless otherwise, we make use of this interpolation formula, where xl is the value at l's position, then the fraction, right, the fraction times this discrepancy, right, the value at xl plus 1 minus xl. For example, this one is not whole number, but it is a fraction, whole number with fraction. The whole number is no problem. With whole number, we don't have any problem. We take the value at the fifth position, right? But how can we interpolate for the value of this 0.5 position, right? This is nothing but we multiply this fraction 0.25 by the discrepancy of the values at the sixth value and the fifth value. When we take the product, we sum to the fifth value, then we obtain the quartile value, right? This is nothing but the value for the first quartile. So what does it mean? This 68 refers for, this is the actual value that divides the first 25% of the observations, meaning that the 25% of the students whose height is 68 and below, 68 centimeter and below, right? To find the second quartile position, we follow this formula, where this one is I. Now I is 2. 2 is nothing but second quartile, then into 20 plus 1, where 20 is the number of observations, divided by the quartile type, right, by 4. So this is the position for the second quartile. 10.5 is the position for the second quartile. So what is the value at this position in the array of data? This is nothing but we follow this interpolation formula, right? We consider, right, the value as the tens as a whole position, which is whole is 10, the tens position. Then we plus the value as a distance of 0.5 forward. So that portion is nothing but the position as the tens and the position as the 11s. We take the discrepancy and we multiply that fraction with this discrepancy, then we add to the 85, we come up with this value, 86.5. Median of the array. The median of the series, this series is nothing but 86.5 is around here, right? In between 85 and 88. That value divides this array into two equal parts, where the 50% of the students are below that median value and the 50% of the students is with above that value. Now when we come to the deciles and percentiles, we calculate their values similar to that of quartile calculations. For example, position of the decile is calculated by this formula. The position of the decile 3 can be computed using this index method formula. We obtain 6.3 is the position as the whole number position as the sixth value plus this 0.3 multiplied by the discrepancy of the two numbers in between, right? So at the end of the day we come up with 72.2. It's nothing but the value of the decile 3. The position for the 19th percentile is obtained using this one, right? This is nothing but as the 80.9. What's the actual value of that position is nothing but we make it of this interpolation formula similar to that of deciles and the quartiles, and we come up with this result. So from this we could understand quartile 2, decile 5 and percentile 50 is nothing but equal with median, right? We can check this quartile 2 is nothing but quartile 2 is 86.5, right? We can check that quartile 2, decile 5 and percentile 50 is nothing but median or equal. That referring to the center of the distribution of data. Quartile 1 with percentile 25, quartile 3 with percentile 75, right? These all are equal. So what's the next concern of this video is nothing but how to compute quantile for grouped data, right? For grouped data presented in a frequency table, we estimate the quantile using the interpolation formula after locating the correct class. So this is the general formula to compute quantiles from grouped data. Q is quantile, N quantile, can be quartile, can be decile, or can be percentile. So this is a general formula for grouped data, right? N is nothing but the lower boundary of the quantile class. That quantile class is approximated by this I times N over C, right? By this ratio, we can approximate where the quantile class is to be, right? Or the position of the quantile is approximated by I times N over C, where C is nothing but 4 for quartile, C for decile, and C100 for percentile, right? Where CF is nothing but the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the quantile class. It is less than type cumulative frequency, where F is frequency of the quantile class, and W class width, which is the discrepancy between upper boundary and lower boundary. Now let us illustrate this formula using this example. This example works on weights of 493 rats. These are weights in grams, right? Here we have 11 classes with class width 10, and respective frequencies are in the second column. The less than cumulative type in the third column. Now what the question here is how to calculate quartiles, for example, for grouped data, where this formula is nothing but interpolation formula for calculating quantiles from grouped data, where L is nothing but the lower class boundary of the quantile class, where the quantile class is approximated using I times N over C, where C is 4 for quartile, C 10 is for decile, C 100 for percentile. What is CF? What is CF? CF is cumulative frequency, the abbreviation for cumulative frequency of the class preceding the quantile class. Once the quantile class is determined, everything becomes smooth. So that quantile class is approximated by this I times N over C. Everything is smooth later on. Then F, frequency of the quantile class, where W class width. Then let us illustrate these all things using one example. This is a frequency distribution on weight data of 493 rats, right? This frequency distribution consists of 3 columns, where the first one is class boundary or class intervals with class boundary type, where the second one frequency, respective frequency of this class intervals, whereas the third column is nothing but the cumulative frequency, where the less than cumulative frequency type. The class width is 10. The difference between the upper class boundary and lower class boundary of a class interval is nothing but the class width. Now let us see how to compute quartile 1, for example, from this group data is nothing but obtained using this all ups and downs. What the first step is approximating the position where that quartile is found. Now to approximate the position of quartile 1, we divide the number of observations, meaning 493 by 4, we obtain this one. This number is found here in the 7th class. No, in the 4th class. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 7th class is now the quartile 1 class, right? As this class, that number is included, right? 1, 2, 3, 0.25 is here. So that is the quartile class. 17 plus 29 is nothing but 46. 46 is less than that number. So we add 42. 46 and 42, 86. Right? 86 is less than that number. Right? So we add 72. 72 plus 86, 150. So that number is now subset of this one, this cumulative. Right? So that class is now the quartile class. So this position is the quartile 1 position, which is found as the fourth class with these elements, right? And is now the class boundary of that class, and CF is the less than cumulative frequency preceding that class, and F is the frequency of that class. Now using this formula obtain this number 174.9. And the second quartile, which is median, is obtained using this formula, right? Where its position is approximated by this one, then we looking for where this number is included, 246.5. This is nothing but less than or equals to this number, right? Where is that? 246 is as the 6th class. 19. This is nothing but we consider this class now the second quartile class, where the low class boundary of that class is 190, CF is 244, F is this one. Then we substitute into the interpolation formula, then we obtain this number, where this number is now the median value. 192.34 is the median value, meaning that the 50% of the rat weighs 192.34 gram, right, and below. The quartile 3 is obtained using this one. And the decile, for example, from decile, we consider the 7th decile, D7, right? This is similar manner. In similar manner, we follow the approximation of the position and interpolation formula. Once we approximate the position where the quantile is found, then we take the elements around into the interpolation formula, then we obtain this number 199.45. Now we can say that the 70% of the rats whose weight is 199.45 gram and below. 19th percentile, P90, is approximated by this 4437 position, where this is in the class 220 up to 30, where the elements around are given here. At the end of the day, we come up with this number. So these are the summary results of all ups and downs that we have done so far. What is left is what this figure indicating us, narrating these figures with respect to the real world, right? What is quartile 1, what is quartile 2, quartile 3, decile 7, P90. In short, quartile 1, 174.9, meaning that the 25% of rats weigh less than or equals to 174.9 grams. Quartile 2, 192.34, meaning the 50% of rats weigh less than or equals to this number, 192.34 grams, the median weight. For example, D7 is 19.45, meaning that 70% of rats weigh less than or equals to 199.45 grams. P90 is nothing but the 90% of rats weigh this less than or equals to this number. Only 10% weigh more. Thank you.